get money, they give appointment. And this the process, a hidden process they conduct by the board. However, due to cyber hacking, the merit list published by the board was withdrawn.
The board is saying that this is a digitized copy based on what they have checking. But this is not a digitized copy and this is editable, my lord. CBI has filed a report, my lord, where it has been stated it is editable. So based on this, my lord, there cannot be any reliance that someone has qualified. Because, my lord, our specific allegation was that the web sheets might have been destroyed, but where are the mirror image or where are the scan copies? Our contention is, my lord, person who have otherwise not eligible, but for some other consideration, it has been manipulated and they have been given appointment. So, my lord, whatever the board is stating in their report, on the next occasion, they should substantiate those with an affidavit because someone should take responsibility. And secondly, my lord, there is no embargo to point out whether they are eligible or not, or whether they are at all, with regard to 264, whether they are at all 1 mark short or not. They also should come up before your lordship with that.
Tell me what is pending before the Supreme Court.
My lord, Supreme Court, my lord, 2 cases are pending as regards this primary scam. One matter is, my lord, initially we contended by filing a writ petition that certain candidates not being TET qualified have been given appointment. They came up and said that these 269 candidates were initially 1 mark short. We have given them those 6 marks and given appointment. The learned coordinate bench, my lord, observed that entire procedure is a farce. Nothing, no interview conducted, nothing done. Their appointments were terminated. Challenging that order of termination, my lord, the candidates went before the Supreme Court. Their appointment termination has been kept in abeyance and their matter is being heard. But, my lord, this is the first case. Second, my lord, in one matter, the coordinate bench directed that this is not a digitized copy and directed an investigation to interrogate Mr. Manik Bhattacharya, taking him into custody if required. Manik Bhattacharya preferred an SLP directly from that order to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has stated that you will not take any coercive steps against Manik Bhattacharya, but investigation has not been stayed. That order, my lord, where the coordinate bench has observed that has directed that this is not a digitized copy. According, as per my knowledge, no SLP is pending with regard to that aspect. Board has not preferred any SLP. So this is not pending. The only thing pending is the terminated candidates preferred an SLP challenging their
to 264 candidates.
269. It should be 269. And second, my lord, that order that Manik Bhattacharya should be interrogated and if necessary should be taken into custody. Manik Bhattacharya preferred an SLP relating to that aspect, that Manik Bhattacharya shall not, no coercive steps shall be taken against Manik Bhattacharya. That is stayed. That is the only SLP pending. To my knowledge, board has not preferred any SLP challenging that order that this is not the digitized copy. Board can also apprise your lordship regarding that. These are the 2 issues relating to primary matters which are pending before.
Very good.
My lord, the last occasion, my lord, order, and in pursuance of my lord's order, this board filed this report, and these reports have 2 parts. First part is regarding CBI, and the first part roaming around this 264 candidates, my lord. The second part is very interesting. Part B, page 2 of that report.
Yes.
Although this is not a paginated, non-paginated report, but this is ought to be, not seems to, but might be paginated. The report relating to list submitted by Enforcement Director. The last line, para 1, page 3. The office of the board also received a list of 2,207 candidates. This list was provided in terms of the self-same order dated such and such of the Honorable Justice such and such in the above matter. There are 3 categories of candidates in the said list. In first category, names and roll number of 1,894 candidates are mentioned as being suspected selected teachers in 2016 recruitment process. Very important, 2016. The second list comprises of 250 names and roll numbers relating to 2020 recruitment process. So, there is 2 recruitment process, 16 and 20. Now, this list also comprises of selected teachers whose selection is suspected by ED. The third list, 63 candidates with their roll number in the 2016 to 2017 recruitment process belongs to additional panel. I asked this question to myself. Between 16 and 2020 selection process, is there any inter-agnum selection process? Which is evident from this report. Who are also stated as the suspected selected teachers, my lord. As per my knowledge goes, my lord, and that these 2 selection process notification is annexed with my writ petition, Somen Nondi, my lord. Kindly go through that particular notification. Page number 46 of my writ petition and page number 64 of my writ petition. I will go, my lord, by each and every line.
Is the writ here, Pradeep?
Somen Nondi.
All right. Yes.
Page number 46 is the recruitment notification of 2016. My lord, got it?
No, you say what is there?
That is the notification. I just want to show what is the public this is a public employment. So there must be a public notification. This says this third line, I read it again. The third list of 63 candidates with their roll number in the 16 to 17 recruitment process. I ask this again, whether 16 to 17 recruitment process all together by a public notice or not.
The 2016 recruitment process notification is dated what?
26 September 2016, which is
Alright.
mentioned.
17, there is no notification.
There is no such 2016 to 17 notification, but this report says there is another selection process. There is inter-agnum selection process. Like time and again says, when they ever get money, they give appointment. And this the process, a hidden process they conduct by the board, and which is evident, very much evident from this report itself. Well, kindly turn page number 46.
Very well, page number 46 is the notification.
Then my lord, page number 64. That is 2020 selection process notification. So there is two recruitment notification. Now kindly turn, my lord, page number 55. What's the rule of additional panel? Page number 55 is the rule. Start this 2016 selection rules, my lord. This is the rules. These rules may be called West Bengal Primary School Teachers Recruitment Rules 2016. What is the additional panel? Well, kindly turn page number 60. The relevant part, I just read it. Rule 8, sub rule 6. Got it, my lord?
Yes.
So, my lord, got it, my lord?
Yes.
The last portion.
I am coming from question number 34.
Yes.
Now, what is additional panel? Page number 60. I read it, madam. An additional panel of 5% of general, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC category A, OBC category B, exempted category, ex-servicemen, and physically handicapped candidates shall be prepared in the same manner as referred to in sub-rule 5, B1 of rule 8. That means just above. The selection committee shall, I just read the sub-rule 5. The selection committee shall prepare separate council-wise panel as per procedure below. He says, secondly, the selection committee shall prepare the following panel for the successful candidate who have applied for non-earmarked vacancies. One says a panel of all selected candidates in district name, so unreserved category comprising of the names of the candidates belonging to general category and reserved candidates of scheduled caste category, scheduled tribe category, OBC category A, OBC category B, and PH category serially according to descending order of merit as per existing vacancies medium-wise. So additional panel ought to prepare in the same manner panel prepared, and that panel ought to be, the additional panel ought to be that is the continuation of the panel. There must not be an inter-agnum selection process, but this report says there must be an inter-agnum selection process. And my lord, very particular thing is that these two selection process, 2016 and 2020 selection process, arising out of TET 2014, and TET 2014, TET is the minimum eligibility criteria. And each and every notification have last cut-off date for online submission of form. Kindly see 2016 notification. Kindly page number 46. Turn it. That is in column 8. Although it is not so visible, but kindly pardon me. If required, I will type it.
30th of September 2016.
Yes, my lord. Got it, my lord. The application form will be available online of website such and such date from 30th September to 7th November 2016, my lord. So that is the last cut-off date. So that last cut-off date, those candidates ought to be the TET qualified. Not beyond that, my lord, board ought to come up with an affidavit. When these candidates declared as a TET qualified by the board, because ultimate board will declare them as a TET qualified. The first or the last, whosoever, in two parts, whosoever participate in the selection process when they are declared as a TET qualified by the board. Now, my lord,
was there any proceeding where the qualification for obtaining the TET was extended?
No. There is no such notification as per my knowledge, subject to correction by the board. As per my knowledge, result of TET 2014 conduct in the year 2015. Thereafter, there is no such extension. So whosoever TET qualified by declared by the board, they are TET qualified, or by the court of law, they are TET qualified by the order of the court. Either they have to come up with a court order, or they ought to come up that for that particular date we declared this candidate as a TET
There
qualified.
is no such thing with extension of date for the.
As per my knowledge is concerned,
TET
there is no such extension for qualification. They are extended. Might be the court declared. Suppose in the year 2018, Honorable Justice, that is court order.
Not in general.
175 candidates there. I am not on that when they declare second report,
14 September 2016, TET 2014 results was published.
thereafter no such extension. Now, my lord, I just came up with the second paragraph of this report. I just again, my lord, read the report filed today by the board. Para 2.
Yes, paragraph 2.
The board has taken up its record to ascertain the selection of appointment of 2,207 candidates. So 2,207 candidates consist of 3 selection process as per this report. One is 2016, one is 16-17, and another is 2020. Now, my lord, so they ought to come up with more, as per my understanding, 3 types of document. First, they ought to come up with a document they are TET qualified, their OMR sheet, they are all credential, including their training certificate, and this report consists of nothing. Appointment of 22,000 candidate as above mentioned, and this list are provided by the ED matched with such record in respect of roll numbers. Board also verified whether the selection could be suspect as alleged by that agency. On such verification, very interesting, on such verification it appears that all the 1894 and 63 candidates for the recruitment process of 2016 to 17 again used were found to be TET qualified, and there is conjunctive clause, were also otherwise eligible. I fail to understand what's the meaning of otherwise eligible. Now, my lord, kindly, it is fallen from my lord that whether we are comparing these candidates in 3 aspects, whether they are TET qualified or whether they have come in the zone of consideration or not. In this regard, my lord, in pursuance of this matter, my lord, the coordinate bench pass order, and in respect of that 23rd September, yes, may I hand it over this order, my lord? This matter, in this matter, 23rd September 2022, my lord, the board says, page 2, Mr. Sachin Sach Banerjee, learned advocate for the West Bengal Board of Primary Education, has submitted that for uploading the break-up marks for all MPanel candidates in respect of selection process of 2016 and 2020. There is no such mentioning of 16-17. The board need time till November such and such. Learned advocate for CBI such and such. So they, and thereafter, they by a public notice, they upload the breakage of marks in their website, my lord. Now, my lord, regarding the uploading of the marks earlier, in this High Court, my lord, board make a statement which is very relevant. Now, today, my lord, we are roaming around a GD. Now, my lord, kindly see this order. It is in MAT 298 of 2021. Where board submission is very much interesting regarding uploading of marks.
Yes.
Because in this regard, the report also submitted. Page 3, for the sake of time, because this relating to publication of marks of 2020 selection process, my lord, where board submission is very much relevant, and I will submit later on regarding that. The second paragraph of page 3, Mr. Sachin Sach Gupta, learned senior counsel appearing on behalf of the West Bengal Board of Primary Education, has made the principal argument on behalf of all appellants. Mr. Gupta has submitted that out of 26,000 candidates, approximately 1,584 candidates were selected on merit, and it was on the process that a merit list was published by the board on the website of West Bengal Board of Primary Education. So, Board of Primary Education earlier also they uploaded it. All 1,584 candidates were successfully appointed in respect of the school bearing few whose counseling is continuing. However, the second thing, this line is very important. However, due to cyber hacking, the merit list published by the board was withdrawn and lodged complaint before the concerned police station. My lord, this court is now in pursuance of Supreme Court order, my lord. This court is ceasing about the matter, monitoring the investigation done by the CBI and ED, both the agencies. Now, my lord, in the meanwhile, board, by this submission, it is clear there is such complaint. When the cyber hacking is done, one complaint is there. What is the fate about that complaint? There is no such mentioning about the PS case number. My lord, kindly ask the state what complaint board filed, what is the fate of that complaint, and my lord, kindly direct them to take cognizance of that complaint of both the agencies, CBI as well as ED. If any state officials or state police wants to curtain over this complaint, might be take consideration of that aspect also. So, my lord, so there is the complaint, my lord. So, board came up with that complaint, state cognizance it, and my lord cognizance that complaint also. Third thing is that, my lord, in my lord's order there are 3 parts. First part was that board's report. So, board report is completely incomplete report, and they must come up with an affidavit with all details of all candidates. We are completely unaware about the fact whether 260, who is that 264 candidate, who is that 2,207 candidates, my lord.
This writ petition was arising out of the 2020 recruitment
Selection process, yes, my lord, because this court is decision about the both selection process, because both selection process conducted in pursuance of TET 2014, and that's why I handed over.
The recruitment of 2020 and TET is of 2014.
Yes, my lord. So this court ought to take cognizance of that complaint also, and next step they ought to file a report, state as well as the board, what the complaint altogether was and what is the fate of that complaint. If required, that the investigation ought to be taken over by the CBI as well as the ED. Otherwise, my lord, and what role was there of the particular police officer or that investigation in this regard, my lord. Now, my lord, the first part was that there was ED report filed by the board, and that report is an incomplete report, so they ought to come up with all details of all the candidates. Now, my lord, regarding ED reports and CBI reports, I have nothing to say about that report because my lord is seen about the matter and we are not acquainted with this report. But one thing, being officer of the court, I will suggest, my lord, because today what submission made by my learned senior friend, that one actor is, but each and everyone's phone came up with which actor asset is there or not. There must be a public grievance system. It's my gut's feeling is that, my lord, because this is a public scam regarding public employment. Each and every corner in our state there is a school, my lord. In that school, there is the investigation is regarding ineligible candidates and ineligible teacher, my lord. There must be in this investigation, there must be a public information system, my lord. Must be, it's my gut's feeling. Because, my lord, in this investigation, information plays a crucial role. And people at large have that information. Because this scam is huge. And they ought to, might not be each and every information might not be true. But that information plays a crucial role. I think, well, this court, because this court monitoring this investigation, so being officer of the court, I prayed before my lords that there must be some public addressal system or public grievance system or public information system. There must be, as my lord deemed fit. And
then if your suggestion is accepted and more than the information, misinformation
might be. That's why I am not saying that investigative agency, my lord, they will look at that information or that complaint or that information. That's why
from y'all the court as well as the investigating agencies will receive information. But then if we open it up, then the process will be delayed further.
That's why, my lord, I prayed before this. If my lord think of it, if possible, think of it. So, my lord, there is no such. And regarding, my lord, the CRAN application, because learned PP submits this, that CRAN application, because altogether in that matter I was there, my lord. CRAN application not done by the ED. CRAN application done by the petitioner. That means Abhishek Banerjee, my lord. The CRAN application not no roles ED have in that particular. So, in this matter, my lord, ED is now still continuing with the investigation. My respectful submission ought to be a restricted submission ought to be. This court monitoring the investigation. This court ought to look after whether any investigation done by the ED or CBI. There must not be any hindrance from any part.
No, that is all right.
So kindly, court.
Mr. Gupta.
My lord, before only one submission, my lord, in the Supreme Court, my lord, Supreme Court asked for a comprehensive report from the CBI relating to this primary scam. They filed a report and Supreme Court was kind enough, my lord, to direct the CBI to circulate those reports, because in Supreme Court, my lord, those seal cover report is no more accepted. Now, humbly pray before your lordship, whatever report is filed by ED or CBI should be circulated.
The 2016 and 27 recruitment, was there anything between 2016 and 2020? Wastage of time. All right. No, I understand, but then your stand is 2016 and 2020, there is nothing in between. I thought that it was possibly because the CBI has mentioned it as 2016-17, but you do not say there is anything as 17. It spilled up till 17. But there is no interregnum recruitment process as has been submitted. Yes, I follow. That is the reason they were confident that there is no recruitment process of the year 2017? No, there is not. Very well. Whoever, one of the investigating agencies? Yes, true. Now tell me one thing. In the matter of this Babu Salam Mondal, there is the division bench order which takes note of the complaint lodged by you regarding hacking of the website where the details of the candidates. Yes. Right. Now what happened? Who knows what is the stage of this hacking? Did you all not follow up? Yes. It refers to, and it is a matter of 2021. Your name is recorded. It is recorded.
Yes.
Thing is, it becomes relevant if the figures, the marks obtained by the candidates were manipulated or not. This is. Yes. Both these are available, but then where is the source of the marks? Source of the marks is the OMR sheets that you have destroyed. Now, what you are showing as the digitized data possibly is not the digitized data. They are just, you have. Photocopies, that means Mr.
Mirror.
Bhattacharya was submitting on the other
Mirror
page,
image.
and that mirror copies.
Mirror image.
Mirror copies of the OMR sheets. Mirror
image.
copies means photocopies.
My lord, may
Sir, I'm
about
Your
the
Lordship, in recently.
No.
no. Mirror image.
Soft copies.
My lord, nowadays,
Soft
my lord,
copies.
high courts are dealing with online mode. Sir,
That was not done. This is where
yes.
manipulation took place. Yes, yes. This is the apprehension of the petitioners, and this is where the manipulation took place.
All along.
Let them continue with it now.
No, let them continue. But so far, we are to find nothing could be found out. Nothing could be said to be wrong, except Lord, I say, even at the, I think at the risk of repetition, I submitted report already. 96. This is wrong. This is wrong from the part of the board, and there may be 10-20 other incidents. Other than that, Lord, nothing else could be said to be manipulation. Even after so many investigations, neither CBI nor ED could find out any manipulation, except Lord this. This is wrong.
And the heaps of money coming out from nowhere.
I do not know what from where. Lord, it may be Guru Pachar, it may be sand, it may be anything.
Oh, that means there may be several other illegal activities.
There may be several other illegal,
Collective amount.
including education also. Maybe I do not.
Collective amount from all
But
illegalities.
how can I find out that this money was received from
Education
from
related
education.
issues.
This is from sand. This is from what is that? Cattle.
Cattle smart.
Smuggling.
So many aspects. There are so many scams, and from where this money came? This is not possible for the board to explain.
No, certainly not for the board. The ED is there to look after the money trail.
The ED and the CBI have not been able so far to locate this, except questioning some persons who said that I have paid this, and who are there.
Yes, yes, I have seen that.
Maybe I have not received that copy of that report. But then, the fact still remains. I say that whatever money has been accepted to have been given by the respective candidates, I do not know whether those candidates got employment or they were not appointed. I do not know. My lord, if the statements are of persons who are not appointed and say that I paid 3 lakhs, but another 3 lakhs was not paid, therefore I did not get. I don't think, my lord, the non-appointed candidates can make any statement. Whether, my lord, how far that is reliable or not, it is
And you think the persons, you think the candidates who were appointed will come and say voluntarily, yes, I have paid the money and I have been appointed.
That could have some authenticity. That could have some authenticity. But, my lord, it is totally, my lord, beyond the board's purview.
No, yes, board is not the authority to investigate. Yes, I have followed it.
But I clarify this, my lord, 20, there was no intermediate selection process. 16 and 20.
Yes.
My lord,
Lordships votes are now getting online file. Suppose, my lord, your lordship now wants that this Ramesh Pandey or Somen Tantri be heard on online mode. What will we do, my lord? The department will scan that picture and give to your lordship. Not that we will write it, type it and give it. If you write it and type it, that cannot be a digitized copy. My lord, what I have shown, my lord, it is hand typed. It is the CBI has in their report has stated that it is the 82 form of typing, my lord, MS COBOL.
COBOL. That is, COBOL is a language, my lord, which is used
It is editable, it is hand typed and editable, so it cannot be changed.
coordinate with.
My lord, what
also called for one thing is the
Case ID from whom? All right.
In order to go to the on the code and now 7th the head of the SIT he has the aspect of action. The also the overall and also one back to be ready. That indicated that also that data cannot be accessed as software because these are not in them. These are more like part of it. It can be all edited. Unlike the SSD camera where the mirror images were recovered. That is what it is. But here
I are negative inference, my lord, can we see? They could have destroyed the OMR, they are within their rights, my lord, but what prevented them to destroy even the scan copies which were in the archive? This shows the malice and inference against the board.
Tell me one thing. One thing. The digitization was done following certain procedures, right? What is the procedure pursuant to which?
That's the technical aspect. I'll have to take instruction and inform.
No, not instruction. I want it in writing because this matter is not going to end here.
Yes.
It's going to continue for some time at least. So it should be on record as to who took the decision.
I'll ascertain and put it on.
Yes. Who took the decision? What exactly was the decision according to which this digitization took place?
And how it was.
How it was done?
How
Because
it was
the languages that has been used, the mechanism that has been followed to digitize, what was the manual intervention, scope of manual intervention at the time of digitization?
Yes.
It will come up. Slowly things will unearth.
How the OMR sheets were evaluated? Because if the OMR sheets are evaluated through machine, their mirror image should remain in the machine, whether there is a resolution to destroy it. That is
I'll try to give your lordship in writing the entire method that was adopted right from the OMR sheet evaluation till not the digitized. Entire process I shall
Yes.
on an affidavit I shall write.
Please come. A report signed by Partho Mukherjee. Am I correctly mentioning the name? Partho Mukherjee? Mojumdar Mukherjee. I cannot read it properly. Partho Mukherjee,
Partho Kormokar, WBES officer.
Oh, acha, Partho Kormokar, Deputy Secretary, West Bengal Board of Primary Education, dated 20th September 2023, is taken on record. Stop. Next. It appears therefrom that the board is in the process of inquiry in respect of the candidates whose names appear in the list forwarded by the CBI and the ED. Stop. The date of appearance of the candidates have been fixed between 29th September and 4th October 2023. Stop. The board is directed to file.
Between 19th September to 4th October. 19th September, 4th October.
It is written 29th.
I'll take the first page.
No, sir. 20.
Between 19th September 23 and 27th September 23.
This is in respect of 96. This is in respect of 96.
In respect of 96 candidates, as per the report of CBI.
Yes.
And this 29th to 4th and the date of appearances have been fixed between 29th September and 4th October 2023 in respect of the 46 candidates
46 candidates.
appearing, for candidates whose names appear in Annexure 4 IV of the
CBI.
report filed by the CBI. The ED, are you taking any steps for inquiring the candidates or anything of that sort?
Inquiring the candidates with regard by production of documents regarding, one is regarding state qualification.
Where is the time limit within which you will consider?
Same candidates, no.
No.
Candidates, no.
Why not? They have been found to be correct.
And it is mentioned they are otherwise eligible. Para two
Yes.
they mentioned it all.
You think?
Understand that.
Yes.
The rules say, apart from state qualification, candidates have to be have to pass certain such academic,
The age limit and everything is there.
their number in interview, etc. Like, therefore, they are otherwise qualified. In all, taking everything together as per recruitment rule. That is what is stated.
And only 2 candidates you found to be not there in the data.
Not in my record, but still, we are making a search. 248 we could find out. We are not the appointing authority. We made recommendations to the DPS respective.
No, but then when you recommend, you firstly come to a preliminary.
We don't find we don't find these 2 names in our.
These 2 is all right, but the others you find they are preliminary eligible for appointment, and that is the reason you recommend. Otherwise, you could not have recommended. 96 in respect of the CBI.
Yes, that 96 not appears to be wrong.
But then in respect of ED, the list of 63 candidates recruitment.
They say that 1894 is suspect. How do I deal with it? They do not say they are suspected because of XYZ reason, as the CBI has said. They have not pointed it out.
Then how do you verify them?
We
The 200.
find from our record their names and roll numbers, and we find them, they are there. We don't find anything wrong. If they point out that this is wrong, we can make a special endeavor to find out that, to check that action. Nothing is mentioned. Suspected to be.
Paragraph. With regard to the list forwarded by the ED, the board has found that the names of the candidates included in the list appear to be otherwise eligible for appointment, as the ED has not specified the reason for suspecting the said candidates to be ineligible for appointment. Paragraph.
Regarding the cumulative article making. Paragraph 4.
In respect of 2 candidates, namely Shushanto Rajok, bearing roll number such and such, and Qasir Ali Sheikh, bearing roll number such and such, details of the said candidates could not be found in the database. Stop. Paragraph. The report of the board shall indicate the steps taken in respect of the aforesaid 2 candidates. Next. Report should be filed with regard to the manner in which the OMR sheets were evaluated, preserved in the digital mode, and the manner of digitization. Stop. The resolution of the board pursuant to which the digitization took place shall also be annexed with the report. Anything else that is required to come out from the report?
Yes,
What?
because of that, my lord, 2 things that is required, my lord. One is, may I hand it over one, my lord, one paper? That paper happened. The first document is regarding, my lord, OMR sheet, which is supplied by the board itself, my lord. But it is stamped by the board on 2017, my lord. The next 2-3 pages, that is digital copy, my lord. Just
Where from did you get this?
one of the candidates, my lord, because
RTI.
after RTI, through RTI, my lord. So, my lord, they ought to came up with that particular notification or particular decision where they destroy this OMR sheet, and not only that, my lord, whether they at the time of evaluation, because this is the OMR sheet, at the time of evaluation they must be scanned it, because
No,
OMR
the
sheet,
manner of evaluation is also protected.
everything they ought to state it.
Yes, they will.
And they ought to
From their records that stated, in their records it has to be eligible because they have given appointment. We should also ask them all this to do their credential and everything that they qualify and they are not qualified.
You think the candidates will not possess such documents? They will suddenly.
Find out why I am saying this to your lordship before the Supreme Court. The digitized form somehow board have annexed where they have stated that a candidate that was 1 mark short has been given appointment. The candidate ultimately got 66.
68.
68. These are on records. I can show that to you. Somehow it has been placed before on an affidavit before the Supreme Court, and they have been said that they are 1 mark short. They have got 68. Pass mark is 90 or 82. They have been given appointment. Very interesting. I can produce that. It's an affidavit.
There are several candidates.
What was the cutoff?
For reserve category, my lord, initially it was
82.
83 initially at that point of time.
Now 82.
And now for general category it was 90.
90.
90 and 82.
90 and 82, and candidate who got 68 was appointed.
Yes.
1 mark, yes, qualified. I can put the document.
And from their document it is evident there is 12 candidates. Even we ascertain it from their document, their affidavit. There are 12 candidates who have more than 1 mark short.
But the next affidavit is already on record. Then
Yes,
why
yes.
not that affidavit?
But no, we are not that affidavit, my lord. Just clarify it. There is two part of that report. First part regarding 264 candidates. That affidavit regarding that particular 264 candidates. But here, my lord, in ED's report there is mentioning about 2,207 candidates. We are not acquainted with their OMR sheet.
But then 1 mark has been given to only 64 candidates or something. 264 candidates. So there is so many others.
My lord, kindly, I just clarify it, my lord. Suppose, my lord, we came up with this writ petition. We give an example of 12 or 14 candidates. In that regard, my lord, board came up with a report. From that report, it is evident they give 1 additional marks of 269 candidates, my lord. So board filed that affidavit before the Supreme Court regarding that particular 269 candidates, my lord. Here, my lord, from
you say apart from 269 candidates,
Yes.
there may be other candidates.
Yes, not only other candidate. Here, my lord, ED specifically stated there is 1,894 suspected candidates. So board they ought to come up with that document also. There might be
The report of the board shall also specify the names and roll numbers of the candidates in whose favor 1 extra mark was awarded.
that is pending to the Supreme Court.
How
But-
many
Apart from the 269, did you give 1 mark to anybody else?
that is our case before the Supreme Court is that in respect of some candidates, even after giving 1 mark or even giving 6 marks, they do not qualify. There are a few candidates like that. We in our own affidavit we have submitted this. That part is wrong. We have made it on oath saying that this is what has been done. This place has been found to be wrong. Now, so far as 1894 as mentioned by the ED, they say these are suspect. Unless the ED,
So did you give 1 mark extra to these candidates?
no,
Did you check up?
it is not a situation of giving 1 mark.
You have checked up, you have not awarded 1 mark extra to those.
Not a case like that. It has 1894.
You state that by way of affidavit that 1 mark has not been given to them or 6 marks have not been given to them.
Well, they should also indicate on what grounds they are suspecting because 1894 candidates.
That the ED can say. Board will not be able to say that.
Let the ED say that so that we can deal with that. Let the ED direct it.
In that case, this direction possibly will not be required. Whether
everything
1
will-
mark is taken
because-
or not.
Let the ED say. Let the
suppose let ED say, because ED might be because ED is concerned about money trail. Suppose, my lord, ED catch an agent in their list, in their mobile number, there is a list of 1894. I just give an example. That 1894 candidates, my lord, might be that they are TET fail. Might they not participate in the TET selection process? So, my lord, they are bored because that is an allegation. Suppose that is a mere allegation. Then board ought to, for the sake of transparency, their board ought to come up with all details, whether they got TET qualified or not, what is the TET marks they get, my lord. They came up with all details. They just said they are qualified, their names featured in the panel. They must be their name features in the panel. But how their names features in the panel, that is the subject matter of investigation.
Thing is, the board has already published the list of the eligible candidates.
Yes, my lord.
Eligible candidates.
Yes, my lord. With breakage of marks.
With the marks.
With breakage of marks.
Right. Now, apart from the marks secured by the candidates in the examination. Nothing else is disclosed in the over there, isn't it?
Breakage of marks already.
So, then
Is the entire breakup given?
Instruction and no category. Only the marks breakup.
Candidate names, roll number, and
And
mark.
then from there you can get the details.
But who?
Suppose these 800 candidates, we taken that they have given money, is the application, given money and got appointment.
Otherwise, suspect.
Board should come up. Board have the list of those 1800 candidates. Their marks are in the website. My lord, board should come up. When did
That is tabular chart.
with their application form? When did they apply? When did they qualify? When did they got appointments? And what is the marks? And what category they have been appointed? Let them take that chart. It will be seen whether at all it might happen, my lord. The candidate has not even applied in the selection process.
They might
Only for some other consideration they have been given appointment. If the board can show, no, this is his application form. He has applied on such and such.
impossible. It is not possible. Application made in 2016. We'll have to.
You must be maintaining a data.
My lord, with deepest of respect for my lord.
It is.
Investigation is not.
No.
The question is 1894. Our records show. We have stated that 1894 has been found to be correct.
How did you verify?
My lord, we did.
How did you? Where is the suspicion that the court will direct the ED? That is different.
Let the ED.
But then, how did you verify that everything is all right?
Let ED come up with the reason. I shall deal with that.
My lord,
Like that, we cannot say what he says one thing, Mr. Kajput says another thing. This will
No,
go on
no.
like.
We are trying to understand where the problem lies and where how to get hold of it.
Let the ED provide the reason for their suspicion. We shall deal with that.
my lord, with deepest of respect, my lord.
Done like this. If somebody coming up with a particular allegation and at once I'll deal with it.
Thing is,
We shall.
there are instances
We shall
where without even an application,
Yes.
the candidate has been given a job.
Maybe, but then it is not possible to find out. We got 89 candidates to find out all the.
My lord, with deepest of respect, this is online application.
It is absolutely possible, Mr.
Online application.
The number may be magnanimous, right? But thing is, everything is there
Online.
in your database.
CBI and the ED, they are making investigation. Let's direct them to do this. Direct them to do this exercise. What we render also.
My lord, may I submit one thing, my lord. In TET 2014, that is a online.
I do not.
There is nothing in the database.
Somebody is jumping up saying making an allegation.
By the board, that
No. That he does not suggest. No, what has come up is ED and the CBI. It will be open for them to go to their office and investigate according to your convenience and.
With deepest of respect of my learned senior friend, TET 2014 was an online process, online application. TET 2016, 2020 and 2022, all are online application. Not only that, my lord, it's have with board. Why I say so? Because plenty of matter filed before this court, my lord. Because from TET 2014 data, in online application, it is autofill. If that board is not acquainted with this data, board is not having that data, how autofill is done? Yes, TET 2014, 2016, 2020 process, 2020, all the online. And not only that, my lord, they not segregate even TET 2014 to 2016 selection process. When they in 2016 selection process, they want to fill up any candidate, want to fill up online application, it is already autofill. So if that data is not with the board, how
What is autofill?
autofill means, suppose my lord, a candidate A, file online application in TET 2014. Thereafter, TET 2014, he declared as the TET 2014 qualified candidates. In 2016 selection process notification, there is a specific mentioning about online application. When he go to the computer, he put his roll number, everything come. If that is not with the board, how everything will come? So this data with the board, and board ought to came up with online application of TET 2014, that particular selection process, everything.
Direct the CBI or the ED to make this investigation. It is not possible with our small number of staff. It is not possible to handle so many things.
That is non-cooperation.
It is not the number of staff. It is the efficiency of the staff.
Efficiency of the staff, even in spite, I'll say, that the number of staff is also material. Very few staff with lot of efficiency, they cannot deal with so many situations. So in so many cases, every court is saying that file this, do this, file affidavit, file report, so many things. They are not in a position to handle. Direct the CBI and the ED to go into all these aspects. The board will render full cooperation.
With best of respect, suppose the court was not kind enough in direct investigation. Otherwise, my lord, those 96 and everything are working from 2016, they are still working. This would have never come up. It was the board's duty to find out in the initial how are these appointments made. What steps have board taken against those hiring officials who have given them appointment? Those 96 candidates.
I
Board
fully
cannot-
appreciate, my lord. I fully appreciate, my lord, the job that the court is performed. I fully
report
appreciate-
filed by the Enforcement Directorate, signed by Mithilesh Kumar Mishra, Assistant Director, dated 21st September 2023, is taken on record. Stop. It has been submitted that further details in terms of the order passed by this court on 14th September 2023 will be provided in the subsequent report to be filed by the department. Stop. The process of investigation is on. Stop. Next. The court is yet to peruse the report that has been filed today. Stop. Next. The matter is directed to appear in the list once again on 5th October 2023.
But accept it any day. Fourth and fifth is prefix matter.
It's matter.
Yes, before Supreme Court. Any day, my lord.
6th of October.
The moment he said it's not on 5th, I said that not on 6th, my lord, kindly.
Then I'll prepone it to the 3rd.
3rd, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
You have a difficulty.
Only digital has 4th October.
Yes, I thought since 4th was the date within which your answering by the candidates is to come up response. That is the reason I thought to post it thereafter.
Yes,
But then
otherwise I cannot submit a report.
The 9th, my lord,
I
9th.
cannot submit a report.
10th of October
My lord,
at 10 minutes prior to rising of the court, because my entire list will be stalled if this matter is taken up prior to the vacation. It will go on. Court is sitting on Saturdays. No, you cannot help.
My lord, as far as ED is concerned, we have no issues with any date fixed, any time fixed. My lord will kindly protect us on our application section. My lord, interim order maybe because my lord, otherwise the
Report যেটা বলেছিলাম না by the board should be in the form of affidavit. The report to be filed by the board should be in the form of an affidavit. And 10 minutes prior to rising of the court. And rising of the court মানে হচ্ছে কোর্ট ওঠার আগে, রিসেস আগে নয়। And if there is 3:30, then the court, you will come here at 4:20. I am not coming.
At 10 minutes before rising, my lord, means it will spill over beyond 4:30.
Obviously, it is bound to spill.
Consider that old man is also appearing.
No, please. You are not old. Not at all.
I have completed 76.
Very nice. But then you are not old. 76 is just a number.
My lord, in my
It
case, it's
implies nothing.
not. It's not. I am living a new normal life.
New normal life.
New normal.
Very well.
Not a normal life.
Have time to the younger.
No, but then I was thinking of putting in something else. Now I missed. No, the ED, yes. Acha. The ED shall give the reasons for suspicion of the.
the report of the 29th,
for
my lord, we
the-
have already mentioned the reasons for it.
Is it mentioned?
Yes, my lord, 29th report, my lord.
For I think the suspicion regarding the 1894. Not with me.
My lord, we had stated, my lord, categorically that we had from the accused persons, we had got, by seizing their mobile phones and other things, we had got a list of suspected candidates who were 9,158 in total. If my lord kindly takes up page 8 of the report,
Yes, page 8.
my lord will kindly see there is a table. The name of the accused persons are written in the second column. Second is the name of suspected candidates and the candidates who have been selected. So, my lord, now we are suspicious about the entire thing. We have also got a report and managed it from there that these people were selected, and there are other details also in further. So, my lord will kindly once again take up at page 3, my lord, will kindly.
Yes.
My lord will see another form, my lord. Candidates selected from CD seized from Manik Bhattacharya from his residence. There again we have given the details, my lord.
No, thing is, how will the board verify that what are the shortcomings of these candidates?
My lord, we have shared this list with the CBI. It is being shared with the CBI, my lord.
Right.
Now, my lord will kindly appreciate. We have got names of these people, so they are under our scanner. Maybe X number of people. Now we have got a list from the department which says that these people are selected. So, my lord, these names were appearing with the accused. So there is something there may be something fishy about it. Why it will be
So you are still in the process of investigation.
Fine.
Now the board will not be able to, as it is being submitted, that it is not possible for the board to inquire it. And the names, if you have shared it with the
CBI.
CBI,
And we are in the
then
course of sharing, whatever we are doing, we are.
then there will be overlapping of names.
Yes.
Since you all have shared the details,
Yes.
there will be overlapping of names, and some has been accepted by the board, the details to be correct, right? So in that case, no direction upon the ED to give details as of now.
ठीक है तो बोल देंगे हम और आपके बारे में कोई डायरेक्शन ले हो गया की बात होए उसके लिए हम आपको बोले तो कंसर्न
now they online. Like application they publish the package of marks, so there must be their credential with them. So everything is online.
Breakage of marks is there with you all also.
We want to submission of online application that is of category under. That is not mentioned here. Suppose a candidate selected in Bengali medium or Urdu medium or Hindi medium. From breakage of marks when they publish, it is not visible whether which medium he appointed. So last cut of marks is not comparable at all. So if that is not mentioned in the list, it is not comparable at all. And second thing is that my lord, kindly take cognizance of that particular complaint and you refer in the order.
That the state will be able to know.
There must be file a report in this regard, madam. That is very much important because board initially says they publish the merit list by the dictum of the rule and they are compelled to withdraw due to that particular complaint, madam.
Very well. Mr. Bandapadhyay, are you aware of this?
It takes some time to be aware of it. First is of 2021.
Yes.
The instructing officers here are of a different department. This is the office of the board is under Vidhannagar Police Commissioner. My instructing officers today is with regard to Kolkata.
Very well.
But it takes some time.
It may take some time. By the returnable date, you can always. Acha. The. Na, I did line the
The date of the complaint by the board is not mentioned in that page.
Inquire.
Right.
You have to, otherwise, whatever is there in the order sheet, I can see. You can also see. But then, date is not there. It mentions about the complaint that has been filed. Acha. The learned advocate representing the state respondents is directed to prepare a report with regard to the steps taken to inquire about the complaint lodged by the West Bengal Board of Primary Education relating to cyber hacking of the merit list, which was published by the board in the year 2020. Was this list published in 20? It was published in 20. আচ্ছা এটা কাজ করুন ওটা লিখুন আচ্ছা কি বললাম লাস্টটা merit list which was prepared in respect of the recruitment process of the year 2020. আচ্ছা paragraph for the purpose of investigation in the recruitment scam, it will be open for the officers of the ED and the CBI to visit the office of the board for the purpose of visit the office of the board for collecting data and to inquire into the details regarding preparation of the digitized data sheet, and any other issues in connection with the investigation. Stop. The officers of the West Bengal Board of Primary Education are directed to render all necessary assistance and cooperation to the officers of the CBI and the ED.
This matter is pending before the Supreme Court regarding OMR sheet.
Let it remain pending. For the purpose of investigation, they will go because this is your submission.
My submission is yes, they can find out anything.
Yes.
But only thing is not so far as the digitalization and OMR sheet is concerned, the matter is pending before the Supreme Court.
Doesn't matter. That is not very important because the court is not.
It is not already done by us.
If required, you will do it. Whether you have done it, if it's required.
Deliberately, information was withheld, we will also do the needful ballot.
There is nothing mentioned. If you require, For the purpose of investigation to inquire, you will go, the board will render cooperation. Achha. Anything more to be added in the order?
My lord,
Any further direction?
my lord, my protection, my lord.
Your protection.
My lord, it's required, my lord.
Why do you require an order? Because they are not taking any steps. This
My
is
lord
what
will
the
kindly
PP
see.
has said.
My lord, I was trying to make submissions, but my learned senior friend did not make me. My lord, the last email which I have sent, since the matter is pending and my lord is in season of the matter, they are not sending. How they, my lord, before that on the 26th, we had recorded, we came to know about this general diary entry. We recorded the entire facts by way of our email on 26th. They wrote a letter to me on 28th. Then again we clarified on the 30th. So there was no cause that they were under a belief that someone else has been as imposters have gone and done the raid. Then on the 3rd they came up with this particular electronic mail which says that specifically, my lord, police officers know the PMLA Act. So those
But then you have replied.
My lord, I have replied, but my lord, every day, my lord, I am at Tethers and my lord will kindly see, my lord. We have already, there is no apprehension with regard to those downloaded files. Everything is in black and white. But this is the pressure tactics and the devil's tool, my lord will kindly appreciate. When it has been said, but they are not recording an undertaking before, my lord. It has been said from the bar that they are not going to send. Last time also, my lord. So, my lord, protection is required because we have to expedite the entire process, my lord. And my lord knows in black and white everything is there. If my lord kindly goes through my annexures, my lord, I am ready and willing to again satisfy my lord on those points, my lord. My lord will kindly see. My lord will kindly see my...
No, wait.
My lord, on the page 35 on the 26th only.
Can 8/2023. Heard the submissions made on behalf of both the parties and perused the order dated 4th September 2023, passed by a coordinate bench of this court in CRR 2653 of 2023 with CRAN 1 of 2023. Abhishek Banerjee versus the Directorate of Enforcement within bracket ED, wherein the submission of the learned ASG has been recorded. Stop.
And my lord, we have also handed over our undertaking which is by the next order, my lord. The next order, my lord, page 46, the ED through Mr. Mithilesh Kumar Mishra has handed over that undertaking also. My lord, page 46, my lord will kindly come. The 4th paragraph.
Order dated?
My lord, the next order, my lord, dated 6/9/2023.
Yes.
My lord, at page 46, my lord will kindly come. Page 46.
Inner page?
My lord, 4th paragraph, Mr. Mithilesh Kumar Mishra, Assistant Director, Enforcement Director, has submitted a compliance report. That is our undertaking which was given by the learned ASG, my lord.
It has been recorded that the Enforcement Directorate would, on a covering letter, certify that the 16 downloaded files which have been downloaded and print out handed over to the court by the CFSL authorities would not be used in any evidence in any criminal proceeding by the ED or any other agency. Stop. Next. An undertaking to the above effect was submitted before the court on 6th September 2023. Stop. Next. The connected application will be taken up for consideration on the adjourned date. Stop. Liberty to mention, in the event the any further coercive step is taken in the matter by the state authorities.
May I just submit, my lord, that in view of the undertaking, my lord, which has been submitted, my lord, but no further notice be served upon, my lord, the officers of the...
Let us see. If it is done, there is liberty to mention. Please come up and mention.
On 29 August order number 4, the name of this substitute candidate and other candidates there, my lord. So we can verify it, we tally it with that report. So that...
The 1 minute. The report of the ED does not contain any name. It is only the CBI's report where the names are given. I will circulate.
That to the board. The board
Please
can
give it.
provide it to them.
You can all.
Supply, my lord, the name.
You can give a copy to them also.
Well, the name type.
Names.
Ask
Yes.
for this.
Names will be forwarded.
That is unwritten and forwarded.
Yes. Pradeep, return these. কি জিনিস? রোল নাম্বার গুলো? What thing? দেখি ওটা কি আছে? Oh, investigation report? Alright. I'll peruse it. আচ্ছা রোল নাম্বার গুলো না
So that is the way that was done way back for the Supreme Court. Thereafter, the updated reports are with your ready. So that is comprehensive, and the Supreme Court heavily relied on that.
very well.
For 10th October at 3:20 minutes.
320 or 3 early rising 320, otherwise 420.
Full board reference. Maladi full board reference. Full board reference.
I do not know.